You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. In a world full of chaos and constant pressure, have you ever felt like you're losing control over things that seem out of your hands? Do you often find yourself overwhelmed by negative emotions, stress, or disappointment? Don't worry. Stoicism, a philosophy that has stood the test of time, offers timeless wisdom to help you navigate life with calmness, resilience, and clarity. In today's video, we'll explore 10 life lessons from the Daily Stoic that you can start applying right now. These lessons, inspired by the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, are not just theoretical. They are practical tools to help you master your emotions, face challenges with strength, and find meaning in every moment of your life. Here's what we'll cover. Each lesson will uncover a profound Stoic principle paired with real-world applications and actionable steps you can take today to improve your mindset and your life. If you're ready to take charge of your thoughts and discover powerful strategies for living a meaningful life, stay tuned. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Stoic Teachings today to continue this journey toward balance and wisdom. Lesson 1. Focus on what you can control. Focusing on what you can control is the core of Stoicism. This principle empowers us to redirect our energy toward actions within our influence, rather than wasting time on things beyond our control. It is a guide to living with peace, clarity, and resilience. One of the most profound principles of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Our thoughts, actions, and decisions belong to the former, while external events, opinions of others, and outcomes belong to the latter. By understanding this distinction, we avoid the trap of futile worry. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This teaching reminds us that our peace of mind depends on how we respond, not on what happens around us. Instead of resisting uncontrollable circumstances, the Stoic chooses to adapt, act wisely, and accept outcomes with grace. Epictetus reinforced this idea, saying, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." His words underline the importance of focusing on deliberate actions and embracing what life brings with equanimity. In the chaos of modern life, this principle offers profound clarity. Consider these scenarios. At work, when a project gets delayed due to factors outside your control, focus on refining your tasks and preparing for the next steps instead of stressing over the delay. In relationships, instead of trying to change others, work on improving your communication and empathy. For example, if a friend reacts negatively, ask yourself, did I communicate clearly? What can I do better next time? In daily challenges, imagine you're caught in traffic. Instead of getting angry, use this time to reflect, listen to a podcast, or practice deep breathing. By mastering this principle, you'll experience reduced stress. Letting go of the uncontrollable frees your mind from unnecessary worry. Greater resilience. You'll face difficulties with calmness, knowing you're focused on solutions, not problems. Improved relationships. By focusing on your behavior rather than trying to control others, you build stronger, healthier connections. This approach not only simplifies life but also brings a sense of freedom and inner peace. Begin today with a simple exercise. Identify one situation where you often feel frustrated or powerless. Pause, reflect on what's truly within your control, and focus your energy there. For example, if you're dealing with a difficult conversation, think about how you can express yourself clearly and respectfully, regardless of the outcome. Practice this consistently, and over time it will reshape your mindset. To deepen this practice, consider starting a Stoic journal. At the end of each day, write down 1. A situation where you successfully focused on what you could control. 2. How it made you feel. 3. What you learned from the experience. Reflecting in this way not only reinforces the principle but also helps you track your personal growth. Lesson 2. Practice gratitude. Daily gratitude is the anchor that keeps us grounded amidst life's challenges. By practicing gratitude daily, we not only shift our perspective, but also transform how we approach life's highs and lows. The Stoics understood the power of gratitude as a tool for finding peace and joy. They believed that instead of focusing on what we lack, we should cherish what we already have. This mindset shifts us from a state of longing to a state of abundance. As Seneca wisely observed, nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, but instead of immediately worrying about the tasks ahead, you take a moment to appreciate the sunlight streaming through your window, the comfort of your bed, or the simple fact that you are alive. This act of gratitude reframes your day before it even begins. In the modern world, practicing gratitude can be as simple as writing down 3 things you're thankful for every morning. It might be the support of a friend, a delicious meal, or even a moment of silence amidst a busy day. Gratitude reminds us that happiness is often found in the little things we overlook. The benefits of gratitude are immense. Reduce stress. It helps us focus on positivity rather than dwelling on negativity. Improved relationships. Acknowledging and appreciating others strengthens connections. Enhanced resilience. Gratitude helps us remain hopeful, even in tough times. Here's a simple way to start. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect and write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand. Something as small as a kind gesture or a peaceful moment counts. Over time, this practice will naturally rewire your mindset toward gratitude. Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine once started a gratitude journal during a particularly stressful time in her life. At first, it felt forced, but as the days passed, she began to notice how much good there was around her. She told me, "It didn't change my problems, but it changed how I saw them." That's the power of gratitude. As we continue through these Stoic lessons, let gratitude be the foundation upon which you build your mindset. Remember, as part of the daily Stoic practice, cultivating a grateful heart is not just a habit, it's a way of life. Lesson 3. Accept the impermanence of life. Change is the only constant in life. The Stoics believe that accepting the impermanence of everything around us is key to achieving inner peace and emotional resilience. Life's fleeting nature isn't something to fear but to embrace, for it reminds us to cherish every moment. Marcus Aurelius said it best, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." This idea encourages us to see loss and transition not as endings but as natural parts of life's flow. By accepting impermanence, we free ourselves from the futile struggle of clinging to what cannot last. Instead, we can focus on living fully and mindfully in the present. Imagine this. You're holding a beautiful flower. You admire its vibrant colors and its soft petals, but you know that it will wilt in a few days. This doesn't diminish its beauty. In fact, it makes it even more precious. Life is much the same. In practical terms, accepting impermanence means reminding yourself that everything, both the good and the bad, is temporary. When faced with a joyful moment, savor it fully. When confronted with hardship, take comfort in knowing this too shall pass. Here's a story to illustrate. A close friend of mine recently lost a job they loved. At first, it felt devastating, but as they began to reflect, they saw this as an opportunity to pursue a passion they'd been putting off. That change, though painful, led to a more fulfilling chapter of their life. The benefits of embracing impermanence are profound. Reduced anxiety. You stop fearing loss because you recognize it as a natural part of life. Greater gratitude. Knowing that nothing lasts forever makes you appreciate what you have while you have it. Resilience in hardship. Accepting that challenges are temporary helps you endure them with strength. Start today by practicing negative visualization, a Stoic exercise where you imagine life without something you value. It might sound counterintuitive, but this technique helps you appreciate what you have and prepares you mentally for life's inevitable changes. For example, take a moment to think about a treasured relationship. Imagine what life would be like without it. Not to create sadness, but to deepen your gratitude for that connection today. As part of your daily Stoic journey, let the impermanence of life be a reminder not of loss, but of the preciousness of every moment. Accepting change isn't just about letting go, it's about embracing what is, here and now. Lesson 4. Embrace adversity as a teacher. Adversity is not your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. The Stoics believe that every challenge carries a hidden lesson, an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Instead of avoiding hardship, they taught us to embrace it as an essential part of life. As Seneca wisely observed, Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. This profound statement reminds us that just as our muscles grow through resistance, our character develops through challenges. Adversity teaches us patience, resilience, and the ability to find solutions in the face of problems. It is through these moments of struggle that we uncover our true potential. Think about a time when you faced a significant setback, perhaps a failed project, a personal loss, or a difficult decision. At the moment, it might have felt overwhelming, but when you look back, wasn't it also a turning point that helped you grow? Here's a real-life example. A young entrepreneur once faced bankruptcy after their first venture failed. Instead of giving up, they took the lessons learned, how to manage finances, build trust, and adapt to market demands, and applied them to their next business. Today, they credit that failure as the foundation of their success. In our daily lives, embracing adversity might look like this. At work, when faced with a tough deadline, view it as an opportunity to refine your time management and problem-solving skills. In relationships, use conflicts as a chance to deepen understanding and improve communication. In personal growth, take a failure as feedback, not defeat, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? The benefits of this mindset are immense. Reduced fear of failure. When you see challenges as opportunities, you're less afraid to take risks. Increased resilience. You'll face life's ups and downs with greater calm and confidence. Personal growth. Adversity helps you discover your strengths and areas for improvement. To start embracing adversity, try this. The next time you encounter a difficult situation, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what lesson is this challenge teaching me? How can I grow from it? For instance, if you're dealing with criticism, instead of reacting defensively, take a moment to consider whether there's any truth in the feedback. Then, use it as a tool for improvement. As part of your daily Stoic practice, remember that adversity is not something to fear, but something to value. Every obstacle you face is a step toward becoming the person you're meant to be. Lesson 5. Seek wisdom, not approval. True wisdom lies in pursuing knowledge and virtue, not in seeking validation from others. The Stoics emphasize that our focus should be on self-improvement and inner growth rather than chasing external approval. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." This insight highlights a fundamental trap we often fall into, prioritizing what others think over what we know to be right. Stoicism teaches us to align our actions with our values, not with the expectations of others. When we stop worrying about approval, we free ourselves to live authentically and focus on what truly matters, becoming the best version of ourselves. Imagine this. You've just made a tough decision at work, one that aligns with your values but isn't popular with your peers. The anxiety of disapproval starts to creep in. A Stoic would ask, did I act with integrity? Did I do my best based on the information I had? If the answer is yes, then external opinions hold no power over your peace of mind. In practical terms, seeking wisdom over approval might mean choosing personal growth. Instead of worrying about what others think, focus on learning a new skill, reading a challenging book, or practicing self-reflection. Making values-based decisions. Before taking action, ask yourself, does this align with my principles? Letting go of comparisons. Remind yourself that your journey is unique and doesn't need to look like anyone else's. The benefits of this mindset are profound. Inner peace. Freeing yourself from the burden of external validation brings a sense of calm and self-assurance. Better decision-making. By prioritizing wisdom, you make choices that align with your long-term goals and values. Deeper relationships. When you're authentic, you attract people who value you for who you truly are. Here's a simple action step to start. Spend a few moments today reflecting on a recent decision. Ask yourself, was this decision based on my values or someone else's expectations? Write down your thoughts in a journal and consider how you might make future decisions with more wisdom and less concern for approval. For example, if you're hesitant to take a bold step, like pursuing a dream career or setting a boundary in a relationship, ask yourself, am I holding back because I'm afraid of judgment? Then remind yourself that wisdom is found in authenticity, not in pleasing others. As part of your daily Stoic practice, Let go of the need for validation. Seek wisdom instead, because in the end, it's not the applause of others that matters, but the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you acted with integrity and purpose. Lesson 6. Take time for daily reflection. Daily reflection is the cornerstone of growth in Stoicism. By setting aside time each day to review our actions and thoughts, we gain clarity, correct mistakes, and align ourselves with our values. This practice allows us to live more intentionally and purposefully. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. This simple yet profound idea reminds us to pause, reflect, and appreciate our ability to grow and improve. Reflection isn't just about correcting errors, it's about recognizing progress, learning from challenges, and becoming a better version of ourselves. Imagine ending your day by asking yourself 3 key questions. What did I do well today? What could I have done better? What will I focus on tomorrow to improve? These questions, inspired by Stoic principles, help us gain perspective and remain accountable to our growth. For example, you might realize that a moment of impatience during a conversation could have been handled with more understanding. Recognizing this gives you the power to adjust your behavior in the future. Reflection can take many forms: writing in a journal, capture your thoughts and lessons from the day, mindful moments, spend a few minutes in silence, replaying the day in your mind and identifying what you learned, setting goals for improvement. Use insights from your reflection to set simple, achievable goals for the next day. The benefits of daily reflection are transformative. Increase self-awareness. You'll understand your habits and behaviors better. Enhance decision-making. Regular reflection helps you make choices that align with your values. Greater peace of mind. Knowing you're taking steps toward improvement reduces stress and builds confidence. Here's a simple action to begin. Tonight, before you go to bed, take 5 minutes to reflect. Ask yourself, what was one thing I did today that made me proud? Write it down or simply hold it in your thoughts. Over time, this practice will become a powerful habit, reshaping how you approach each day. For instance, a close friend of mine started this habit during a stressful period in their life. At first, it was challenging to reflect on their day without judgment, but as they practiced, it became a tool for growth. They told me, reflection didn't solve my problems, but it gave me the clarity to face them. As part of your daily Stoic journey, take time for reflection every day. It's not just a tool for self-improvement, it's a way to honor the life you're living and the person you're becoming. Lesson 7. Live in the present moment. Living in the present moment is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics taught that the past cannot be changed, the future is uncertain, and the only time we truly possess is now. By focusing on the present, we free ourselves from regret and anxiety, allowing us to live fully and intentionally. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, confine yourself to the present. This simple yet profound statement is a reminder that life happens now, not yesterday or tomorrow. When we anchor ourselves in the present, we find clarity and peace, even amidst life's chaos. Think about how often we let our minds wander. Maybe you've been in a meeting but were preoccupied with a past mistake, or you've been spending time with loved ones but were worrying about tomorrow's deadlines. These moments slip away unnoticed because we're not truly present. In practical terms, living in the present means being mindful of your actions. When eating, savor each bite instead of scrolling through your phone. Focusing on the task at hand, whether it's working, exercising, or conversing, give it your full attention. Letting go of what you can't control. Accept what has already happened and trust that the future will unfold as it should. Here's a simple exercise. Take a moment right now to pause and breathe deeply. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. Notice how it grounds you in the present. This small practice can be done anytime, anywhere, to bring you back to the here and now. The benefits of living in the present are profound. Reduce stress. You're no longer dwelling on past regrets or future worries. Stronger relationships. Being present allows you to connect deeply with others. Greater joy. Fully experiencing each moment brings a newfound appreciation for life. A friend of mine, who used to constantly stress about the future, once started practicing mindfulness daily. They began with just 5 minutes of deep breathing and focusing on their surroundings. Over time, they noticed a dramatic shift, not in their circumstances, but in how they experienced life. They said, "I stopped rushing through life and started living it." As part of your daily Stoic practice, make it a priority to live in the present moment. Let go of what is past, trust what is to come, and embrace the gift of now. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius taught, the present is all we truly have. Lesson 8. Use negative visualization. Negative visualization is one of the most powerful tools in Stoicism. By imagining the loss of something we cherish, we not only prepare ourselves for life's uncertainties, but also develop a deeper appreciation for what we already have. This practice reminds us that everything is fleeting, and that's what makes it valuable. As Seneca advised, he robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand. This principle doesn't mean dwelling on worst-case scenarios, but rather visualizing them to reduce their emotional impact and enhance gratitude. It's a mental rehearsal for life's challenges, allowing us to respond with grace instead of fear. Imagine taking a moment to reflect on something precious to you, your health, a loved one, or your job. Now consider how your life might change if it were suddenly gone. This thought isn't meant to bring sadness, but to highlight how fortunate you are to have it now. In modern life, negative visualization can be applied in practical ways. At work, before a big presentation, imagine it not going as planned. By preparing for this possibility, you reduce anxiety and build confidence in your ability to handle setbacks. In relationships, reflect on how much a close friend or family member means to you. This makes your interactions with them more intentional and meaningful. For personal growth, visualize a day without your favorite comforts, your morning coffee, a warm bed, or even your smartphone. Doing so enhances your gratitude for these small joys. The benefits of this practice are profound. Reduced fear of loss. You're less likely to be overwhelmed by unexpected changes. Greater resilience. Mentally preparing for adversity strengthens your ability to face it calmly. Enhanced gratitude. You'll cherish the present moment and value the people and things around you more deeply. Here's a simple exercise. Tonight, before you go to bed, take 5 minutes to reflect on one aspect of your life that you often take for granted. Imagine for a moment that it's no longer there. Then, shift your focus back to the present and appreciate having it now. For instance, a close friend of mine used this practice when they were worried about a career change. They visualized the possibility of failure, but also considered how they would adapt and grow from the experience. This helped them approach the challenge with confidence instead of fear. As part of your daily Stoic journey, embrace negative visualization as a tool to build resilience and gratitude. It's not about expecting the worst. It's about preparing for life's changes while savoring what you have today. Lesson 9. Act with virtue in every situation. Virtue is the foundation of Stoic philosophy. Acting with virtue means aligning your actions with principles like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, regardless of the circumstances. For the Stoics, virtue wasn't just an ideal, it was the highest good and the ultimate guide to living a meaningful life. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This statement emphasizes the importance of acting with integrity. The Stoics believed that external events might be beyond our control, but how we respond to them, whether with honesty, kindness, or fairness, is always within our power. Imagine encountering a situation where someone wrongs you. The instinctive reaction might be anger or retaliation. But acting with virtue means stepping back and asking yourself, what is the right thing to do here? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? By prioritizing virtue over impulse, you not only resolve the situation, but also strengthen your character. In everyday life, acting with virtue can be simple. At work, when faced with a moral dilemma, choose what is fair and ethical, even if it's not the easiest option. In relationships, show patience and empathy, even when disagreements arise. In personal decisions, reflect on how your actions affect others, and strive to make choices that contribute positively to the world. The benefits of acting with virtue are transformative. Inner peace. You'll feel a deep sense of satisfaction knowing you acted with integrity. Better relationships. People will respect and trust you for your consistency and fairness. Greater resilience. By focusing on your values, you remain grounded even in challenging situations. Here's a simple action step. Next time you're faced with a difficult decision, pause and ask yourself, what would a virtuous person do? Use this question as a compass to guide your actions. For instance, a friend of mine once faced pressure to cut corners on a project at work. Though it would have been easier to comply, they chose to maintain their integrity and complete the task correctly. It wasn't the fastest route, but their commitment to virtue earned them respect and long-term success. As part of your daily Stoic practice, strive to act with virtue in every moment. It's not about being perfect. It's about striving to align your actions with your values. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius taught, your character is defined not by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. Lesson 10. Remember, you're part of a bigger whole. You are not just an individual, you are a part of something greater. The Stoics believe that recognizing our interconnectedness with humanity and the universe is essential to living a virtuous and meaningful life. This perspective helps us move beyond self-interest and embrace a sense of unity and purpose. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What brings no benefit to the hive brings no benefit to the bee." This profound reminder emphasizes that our actions impact not only ourselves, but also the greater community. By understanding this, we can make decisions that align with the collective good, fostering harmony and cooperation. Imagine a moment when you felt truly connected to others, whether it was working on a team, supporting a loved one, or simply being part of a shared experience. These moments highlight the beauty of our shared humanity and the importance of contributing positively to the world around us. In practical terms, embracing this principle means helping others. Whether it's lending a hand to a colleague or volunteering in your community, small acts of kindness create ripples of positivity. Acting responsibly. Consider how your choices, what you consume, how you spend your time, affect not only you, but also those around you. Cultivating empathy. Take time to understand others' perspectives, even when they differ from your own. The benefits of this mindset are transformative. Deeper connections. Recognizing our shared humanity fosters stronger, more meaningful relationships. Greater purpose. Seeing yourself as part of a bigger whole gives your actions greater significance. Reduce self-centeredness. By focusing on the collective good, you free yourself from excessive worry about personal gain. Here's a simple action step. Today, find one way to contribute positively to someone else's day. It could be as simple as offering a kind word, sharing your knowledge, or helping a stranger. Reflect on how this small act strengthens your connection to the world around you. For example, a friend of mine once made it a habit to leave uplifting notes for their coworkers during a particularly stressful time at the office. These small gestures not only boosted morale, but also reminded everyone that they were part of a supportive team. As part of your daily Stoic practice, remember that you are more than an individual. You are a vital piece of a greater whole. By acting with this awareness, you not only enrich your own life, but also contribute to the well-being of others. Together, we thrive. We've explored 10 life lessons from the Daily Stoic that can transform the way you navigate challenges, build resilience, and lead a more meaningful life. Each lesson, from focusing on what you can control to acting with virtue and embracing adversity, offers a timeless principle that empowers you to face life with clarity and purpose. At the heart of these lessons lies one essential message. True peace and fulfillment come not from external circumstances, but from how we choose to think and act. By aligning your actions with Stoic principles, you take control of your inner world, no matter what life throws at you. Here's a practical takeaway for you. Pick one lesson from today's video that resonated most with you. Whether it's practicing gratitude, living in the present moment, or using negative visualization, commit to applying it in your life this week. Small, consistent steps lead to profound change. The benefits of adopting these lessons are immense. You'll experience reduced stress, better emotional control, stronger relationships, and a deeper sense of purpose. Most importantly, you'll gain the strength to live authentically and and intentionally. Let me leave you with this thought from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. As you go about your day, remember that Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. A life where you embrace challenges, act with integrity, and remain grounded in the present. If you found this video valuable, please take a moment to like and subscribe to Stoic Teachings today. By doing so, you're not only supporting the channel, but also joining a growing community of individuals striving to live with wisdom and purpose. Finally, I'd love to hear from you. Which Stoic lesson resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with someone who could benefit from the timeless wisdom of the Daily Stoic. Together, let's continue this journey of self-discovery and growth.